Hello, now welcome to this video. Now in this video, we're going to explore one of the most useful and possibly the most underrated tools in Canvas, and that is the Student View feature, the Student View. So Student View lets you step into your students' shoes basically and experience the course exactly as they do. So we'll walk through how to enter Student View and what you should check while you're there and how it can help you catch problems before your students actually see it. Okay, let's get into it. All right, as you can see, I'm in my Canvas course again. Now on the right side, at the very top, we see View as Student. So I'm going to click on View as Student or Student View. This is the Student View. Now here in your course, you'll be able to see everything the students see and everything they experience through this Student View. Now, I recommend doing this before the course actually starts. And again, every week and each week, you're probably updating content or making some alterations or modifying some content. And if you do so, I would always look in your student view. It helps you to see what's published, what's hidden, and what might not be viewable to students that you wanted viewable to students. Or there might be things that are confusing that you can catch from navigating through student view. Now, I want to act like a student. So what I'm going to do is look at this right-hand side here. There's a lot of upcoming assignments for this course. And I want to click on the home page. We're already there, but I want to see the home page. And I can see announcements up there are posted, and that's what I want. I want the most recent announcements. Currently, at the time of this recording, it's week 2, so I have a weekly video, an announcement that comes up. Now I'm going to click on that. I'm going to click on the announcement just to see if everything is how I want it to be. So I can look at this week at a glance. The video plays. I'm introducing this week's assignments to the students and letting them know that I enjoy reading their responses in the discussion posts and other assignments. Great. So that looks good to me. Now I'll go back to home. And now I want to select grades. So if we have grades in the student view, what do you suppose we could see? We would be able to see all of this from the student view. The student perception here is different because with an instructor, the grades takes you to the grade book and you see all the students' names on the left-hand side and then all the assignments in each column and then each student with each row. But here I'm acting as an individual student, so I can see I'm missing some assignments here. And this is just good to know that you can see and view this as a student, so you'll know what they're talking about if they message you or bring something up in class. Now you'll also notice that things look slightly simpler. I'm gonna go to modules here. There's no editing buttons, so you can see the editing buttons are missing. There's fewer menus, and that's exactly what you want. As the student and in the student view and me navigating as a student, I can see this assignment is overdue because I'm not a student, but I'm seeing it in student view. So that's what they would see as well. Now you'll notice that things look very clear. It only shows published modules and published assignments and quizzes. So sometimes if you have something that's unpublished under your modules page and under a specific module, it will show in the instructor view, but not with the student view. So the students wouldn't see that. They don't see anything that's not published. Now you want to check to make sure these modules are published, that you want to be published, and everything is in the right order. Everything does look good. Now, if something is missing or confusing here, students will be confused too. So that's why I want to look over it. And this is a great chance to fix layout issues or maybe broken links before students email you asking where the quiz is or the assignment or something like that. Now, another great thing you can do is that you can submit a sample assignment or take a sample quiz. So I'm going to take this quiz here, Science of Psychology, and this is what I usually use for student view. I want to see how clear it is on this end because it looks different from the instructor end. So I'm going to take the quiz. Now this lets you double check the instructions, see how submissions look, and also preview how feedback will appear to students. So here I can take the quiz. I can just randomly select a bunch of different things. I'm just randomly selecting and then I will test and then submit quiz. And now I want to see what's viewable to students. So this one I missed because I randomly just put it in there. And this shows incorrect, unanswered. So this one was unanswered. So everything looks good. Everything would be graded correctly, it appears. And one thing to keep in mind, if we go back to the modules page, and what I've found anyway, is that as a new instructor, when I first started teaching, I often thought that students just aren't turning things in, but it turned out that these assignments that I thought were published were not published. And I found that out through Student View. So it really helps you to catch those kinds of surprises. So it's really nice to just go through modules, make sure everything's there that you need. And now we can exit Student View. So I can leave Student View here in the bottom right corner. Also, you can reset Student View. So basically what this means is that it clears the data of the test student account. So this allows you to start over with a clean slate as if no assignments or other activities have been submitted or completed from the test students, from me being the test student. So this feature is useful for testing, as I mentioned, like I took that quiz. Now that data is going to show up in the grade book. So what I can do is select reset student. And so I've reset student. It also modifies the analytics because I went through all these pages as I was showing you in the student view. And now that I've reset it, now I'm going to leave student view. And here we are back to seeing everything from the instructor view. Now, to recap, Student View lets you preview your course exactly as a student would. So that's very important and very good information that you can gather as you navigate your course in the Student View. Now, you can check your home page, your modules, your assignments, your quizzes, your grades, and you can interact with the course as a student typically would. You could submit work, you can take the quizzes as we just did, and you can test your layout. Now, it's a fast and powerful way to build confidence in your course design and troubleshoot before students actually run into problems. So in the next video, we'll talk about publishing content in Canvas and how to control exactly what students can and can't see at different points in the course. Okay, we'll see you soon.